juicy, crispy and full of flavor. This is my veggie tempura. One of my favorite ways to eat seasonal vegetables is tempura. Juicy veggies in a super crunchy batter. It's hard to resist such great flavor. You might think making tempura is difficult, but using my recipe will make it super easy. All you have to do is one simple thing to make perfect crunchy tempura every time. Start by cutting up the vegetables. For lotus root, you need to make each slice about 1 centimeter thick. Cut up a red capsicum into 4 big slices. And remove the white fleshy parts. For shiitake mushrooms, cut off the stem. Then carefully slice into the top at 45-degree angles to create a star pattern. This is totally optional, but I think it makes them look cute. For the eggplant, cut off the top, then cut into quarters long ways. Make 2 long cuts into each piece to create a fan shape. Make sure not to cut all the way through so the eggplant stays together. With okra, all you need to do is cut off the top and peel off the hard bit. For the corn, I've microwaved it for 5 minutes with the husk on, then let it cool to the room temperature and keep it in the fridge for 2 hours. This will make the corn kernels stick together. Peel the husk off the corn and cut into pieces about 6 centimeters long. Then gently slice off a good piece from each side. This is the important part you need to do. Pour 180 grams of cake flour into a pan on low heat. I'm cooking the flour and this will make the tempura extra crunchy. It should take about 5 minutes. Keep stirring so the flour doesn't get burned. It should have nice toasty flavor and you know it's ready. Put 100 grams of flour into a bowl to use for the batter and leave the rest for the dusting. For this recipe, I'm making matcha salt. Take 1 tablespoon of salt and finely grind it. The salt should become very fine and powdery. Then add 1 tablespoon of matcha powder and blend it with the salt. Matcha salt is great for adding flavor and umami to dishes like tempura, steak, and carpaccio. Pour some rice oil into a wok or pot and turn the heat to medium. Add 200 ml of cold water to the cooked flour. Roughly mix with chopsticks or fork. It's important not to mix the batter completely. Place some wooden chopsticks into the oil. Once bubbles appear, it's ready to cook. Dust each vegetable with the cooked flour. Dip each piece into the batter and gently slide into the oil. In this size pot, I'm cooking 3 items at a time, so the oil temperature doesn't drop. If the oil temperature drops too much, the batter will absorb too much oil. This will make the tempura soggy and oily. So make sure not to cook too many items at a time to maintain the temperature. After making some tempura, the batter may become a little thicker. If this happens, just add a little extra water to the batter. For the corn, make sure you dust it completely to ensure that no kernels become loose. For the shiso leaf, simply dip the underside into the batter and place it batter side down into the oil. Place the tempura on some grease-proof paper. And serve with matcha salt. It's so crunchy and so juicy. It's the perfect tempura. Have you ever wanted to make your favorite Japanese dishes at home? Subscribe to my channel and discover easy to make dishes packed with umami.